Hey everyone, Carlos here with Bearboot Traders, and here's my recap for today. My first trade on AMD was not great, but I am happy with the way I managed the risk and the way I stopped out on this. So I was looking at the 1 minute chart, and what it does here is sells off from the VWAP, goes below the previous day close, and on this 935 candle, I jump in for a short right over here. And what happens is I'm expecting for it to drop down for open range breakdown, and it actually starts squeezing up. I had a tight stop loss at the previous day close, because my thought process was, if it doesn't go above the previous day close and it bounces from there, then it can start dropping down and break this low. So again, really tight stop. The minute it started going above the previous day close, I got completely out. Now, the one thing I do regret on this trade is that if I would have not had taken this trade here, and I would have been a little more patient and wait for my 5 minute mark, I would have saw that this would have popped up. This is 934 candle. And this would have provided me a good opening range breaker, because we see this set up a lot where it sells off, comes back above VWAP with a lot of buying pressure. As you can see here, the volume starts to come in, and then great entry here, stop loss below VWAP, and it takes off for a really nice run. So again, didn't expect that was going to pop that way. I jumped the gun. I saw a good risk to reward with being next to the previous day close and heading down towards the low of the day for opening range breakdown. Then later on in the day, I took another trade over here. The SPY was selling off pretty hard, so I took a trade here also with the previous day close as my stop. But this was more of an impulsive trade, so this was really bad trading here. This is not something you want to do. I already was done for my day with MU, so it just didn't need to add this trade over here. I should have just kept it as is. So the minute got in for kind of like a scalp or a quick drop, it didn't happen, so I jumped out right at previous day close. Then my other trade was on MU, really quick just to go over here. Opening range breakup. Andrew calls this amazing trade possibly on MU over here, so we get in for a long. You got at the 5 minute mark. The best entry would have been here on this drop of this candle, because this would give me a little more cushion. But the minute we come in, it starts hesitating to really take off. So I take some profits off here just to secure myself for this move. And then next, it just, again, doesn't take off again, take some more over here. Then as it starts kind of losing momentum, you see it's not really taking off. As it starts losing momentum, it's just start taking off a lot of profit, because I just don't want to be in this trade and let it come back to my break-even point. Because if it comes back to my break-even point, a hard rule is that you immediately have to take everything out if you already took profits. That's something that I have been doing, and it's been working pretty great. So then again, it decides to go a little higher, so that's great. I take some off here. Then here, Andrew lost momentum. I still had a little bit left, not a lot. Andrew calls for a short. I take everything out because at that point, he could be seeing something that I'm not. And I'm glad I did, because being able to get out of this trade allowed me to take this other trade. So I went half size here instead of a full position. Stop loss around this area over here above this candle. It does test my stop loss. It kind of goes sideways for a bit here. Finally cracks. I'm a little more patient because I got a smaller size here, so I want to be able to get to some levels below VWAP. It does that. I get out here with a limit order. And as we move over here, 1 second. So as we move over here again, once it starts coming up, I just take out everything at VWAP. The interesting thing about this is that being patient here, even with a half size on this trade, 1 entry, 2 exits, I was able to make the exact same thing I made on this trade, just because of the fact of the scaling out. So again, just kind of interesting how that worked out. But again, here I took a half size because I knew I already had a good trade in here, so I didn't want to give a lot back if I was going to get stopped out. So that's my trade for today, guys. Hope you had an amazing day as well. Make sure to check us out on the pre-market show at 8:30 so we can work on our watch list together and see what stocks are possibly in play for the day. Thank you, and talk to you guys soon.